will be speaking about the story of Moses. Long, long time ago in Egypt, the king was feared of the Hebrew people because they're growing in population, and the Pharaoh feared that they were outnumbered and take over Egypt. So he forced all of the Hebrews into slavery and also told every single Hebrew baby boy to be killed. But then a Hebrew mother named Levi did not want that to happen, so she hid her baby and and hid him for 3 months. But then after they started searching houses, so she could not hide him anymore. So then she made a basket made out of reeds and tars and placed it on the edge of a river with him in it. Her, his sister also watched over to see what would happen to him, and and also when the f- and oh yeah, when the Pharaoh's daughter came down to bathe, she noticed the basket with Moses with the baby in it. So then, when she told her servant to go grab it, she opened it and saw a Hebrew baby boy in it. She felt bad for it and she didn't want it to die, so she kept it and named it Moses because she pulled him out of the river. Then 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 Moses grew up and lived in the palace where he had given fancy clothes, food, and education. One day he was out looking at his people and saw an Egyptian master kill a Hebrew man. So then that anger filled his heart, and he decided to kill him and hide him in the sand. But then when the king found out what had happened, and he had ran away to Midian. One day when Moses was in Midian, he was watching his sheep when he noticed a bush on fire. He went toward the bush and heard a voice. God told Moses to go back to Egypt and tell the Pharaoh to let his people go. Refusingly, Moses replied, "I can't do that." But then God promised to help him. He helped him, and he also sent Aaron, Moses' brother, to go with him. So then when Moses went with Pharaoh, Moses said, "Let my people go." But then Pharaoh refused, so God sent the 10 plagues. Now I would be questioning you. What are the 10 plagues? Any volunteers? Locust? Yeah, locust. Hailstorm?
Nile River.
Winter. What about man?
Blood.
Yes. Robert. Robert. Come on. Zach?
Frogs.
Anyone else?
Frog.
Here. Anyone else?
William Taeyong Kisan Chayma Amatu Hong Dong miracle bang thing about thing Yem Jo Hong Dong.
Yeah. So then when the 10th plague happened, the 10th plague was to kill every single baby boy, the oldest boy that was born. So then when the 10th plague happened, Pharaoh had enough and and let the Hebrew families go. But when but then they came across a very big sea, and Moses prayed to God to ask what to do with it. So then God told him to spread out his hands, and the sea was split. So then Moses did what God told him, and the sea split into two. Then the Hebrew people started crossing it and they realized that the Egyptian army was coming for them. When every single Hebrew person was crossed safely, they closed it up, and every single Egyptian master in the sea was killed. Then Moses had led the people through the desert for many years, and God stayed with them after they complained or made a mistake. After Moses passed away, a new leader known as Joshua took the people into lead, and God had promised the promised land. Yay. That's all.
Hello, Mangala Bakmia.
ဒီနေ့ David အကြောင်းပြောမယ်အဲ့ဒါအကြောင်းအရင်ခက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင်နည်းနည်းပြောမယ်Akipa na in Israelและ Palestine แต่งากิสิมุฮี Palestine แต่มาวอร์ชีเดตูนาเมกะกลายฟลูโคเดกลายฟกะลูกองจีปีอาตันเดปีโรเดวิดลูกโคเดกองกเลตายาวชีเดตูกะอิสราเอลลูกพิดเดตูกะเชเพดและพิดเดตูกะพยากุชิตเตสุตันอาจีอาชีเดตูเจ้าเนียนพยากุชิมอนชิมอนเดแต่ยะมาเดวิดอเพกะตูอากูดีกูทำมินปุคันเดเดวิดกูกลายฟกู challenge เดกลายฟกูNima da shide. Nga pia shide. David got Goliath go matai kin su down there. Bido to fight there. David got Goliath go slingshot net bit like there. Goliath here na puกูมันบีกลายฟดีตัวเดบีตัวดีเบ็ดบีตัวเดดีพอนพินกับเดวิดกับกลายฟกูพยายะอาตูปาชินมูเนอันนายยาจังอันนายยาชีจังพิโอเดพิปาเด